Adam, a 3-0 defeat to Leamington tonight. Where was that game lost?
Well, flipping out the whole afternoon and night's been a shambles, really, hasn't it? You know, not one for making excuses, but the coach is half an hour late again. We can't seem to go on a long trip without being late. You know, and it affects your preparation. And you know, we arrived at 1 minute to 8. 1 minute to 8, 8:30 kickoff, and this is a tough place to come at the best of times. You know, and obviously the traffic on the M1 doesn't help, and that can't be helped. But maybe we would have missed that if we'd have set off on time. You just don't know. So it was a shambles before we got here. Obviously missing a penalty 10 minutes in. Thought we started the game all right, just considering. Won the penalty. Obviously, you know, this is a bad penalty, and the keeper saves it, and that's, you know, a massive moment. The goals were an absolute joke, all three of them, absolute joke. And I'm running out of words to you know. Listen, we were superb on Saturday against the best team in the league. Made things really difficult, defended really well, good concentration, really gritty performance, a proper Farsley performance. And then we've come here, you know, against the Leamington side that they're awkward and they're difficult to play against. But we've made it so easy for them to score the goals, and I'm seeing it time and time again now. And maybe the players are sick to death of listening to me talk to them about it. I don't know, but you know, I just can't put my finger on it. Just very, very, very frustrated, disappointed. You know, from probably 3 o'clock onwards, we've just been a bit of a shambles, to be honest.
When we give away goals like that, what is it that you as a manager can actually do to try and fix that? So obviously you can't go out there and kick the ball through.
Oh no, at the end of the day, it's individual errors. The third one in particular, Tom, you know, he's not helped himself with the first one. You know, but there's one or two that could have done better before. They've actually played the lad in for the first one. The second one, I think it's Adam Barton, you know, back post, has tried to see it out, and the lad's headed it back across goal. We shouldn't be conceding goals from set plays. We're probably one of the biggest teams in the league. You know, Hansen, Spencer, Barton, Tom Allen, Adam Clayton. We're a big side. We shouldn't be conceding goals off set plays, particularly against like Leamington, because they're not the biggest of teams. Just incredibly frustrating, just individual errors. You know, and I'm seeing a weakness and a, you know, I question the mentality of some of them at half time, because we've got an unbelievable record. We've scored first in 96 games since I've been at this club. We've only lost 4 of them. That record would stand up against any other team in world football at any other level. 4 out of 96 games. When we score first, they are a different group of players on that pitch. I never at any moment feel like we're not going to win a game. And at the moment, and I can't put my finger on why, but I will get to the bottom of it, is we concede a goal and it's a different group of players on there. We look beaten straight away. And as a consequence of that, teams cut through you, you know. 4 at York, 6 at Spennymoor, 3 in the FA Cup, 3 against Alfreton, 3 tonight. It's just frustrating, and you know, just incredibly disappointed.
I suppose given that record, it makes that penalty, you know, even more significant. If that goes in 1-0 up, it could be a completely different game.
Well, you know, it might not, it might be, you know, it might not be, but the lads, they know how well we defend and how well we close games out when we take the first goal, and they've proven over a long period. We're not talking 10, 12 games, we're talking 90, best part of 100 games, and only 4 defeats. And 2 of them was actually in the first season I was at this club. So it's 2 defeats in over 3 seasons now from when we took the lead. And you think back at some of the other games, you know, York game, I think Hansen went through, you know, should have scored at 0-0. You know, we had 1 or 2 other chances in the FA Cup game at 0-0, should have scored. You know, I could go through every game. Spennymoor had a couple of chances, could have scored first, and the games are different. And but you know, you can't go ahead in every single game. And of course, you know, I know that and I accept that. And And I'm not labelling blame at the players that have maybe missed those chances, but my frustration is it's how you react to adversity. And over a long period of time, we've reacted incredibly well to adversity. And in recent weeks, for whatever reason, we just don't seem to somehow have the answers to come from behind in games to pick up results.
Then we've obviously straight back into it on Saturday away at Chorley. They're flying high in the league, but over the last few weeks, it's those teams that we've managed to get results against, and compared to the teams towards the bottom and middle of the table, that's where we've struggled.
Well, listen, every game's difficult. It's never easy going to Chorley. So that is going to be a difficult game. But we've got to respond now. We'll be training Thursday, get ready for that game, and the lads have got to respond.